In lesson 5.5 and 5.6, we're going to talk about proportional and non-proportional relationships. So two quantities are proportional if they have a constant ratio or rate. The constant ratio is called the constant of proportionality. So if there is a constant, we have a constant of proportionality. So we need to look for a constant ratio. Remember, a ratio is a comparison of two quantities. A rate is a comparison of two different quantities. So determine whether the cost of coffee is proportional to the number of pounds. So let's start there. Is it proportional? So is the cost, is cost proportional to number of pounds? Okay, so what we do is we look for each section. So we have, let me just write this over here. So we have cost to pounds. All right, so is it proportional? Well, let's see. So we take the first one. The cost is $3 for 1 pound. So 3 over 1 equals 3, okay? Then we take the second one. The cost is 6 for 2 pounds. So 6 over 2 reduces to 3. And we take the next one. 9 over 3 equals 3. And then we take the last one. 12 over 4 equals 3. So now we look. Is it a constant? Yes. $3 per pound. $3 per pound. $3 per pound. $3 per pound, because we're taking cost divided by pound, cost divided by pound. So if the relationship is proportional, identify the constant of proportionality. So the constant of proportionality is 3, or $3 per pound is what we should write. Okay, that's the constant of proportionality, $3 per pound. Or 3, basically the same thing, so 3 or $3 per pound. That's when you're given a table or a set of values. If you're given a graph, another way to determine whether two quantities are proportional is to graph the quantities. So you would graph them on a coordinate plane. If the graph of the two quantities is a one straight line, important, straight line, okay, so you have to have a straight line first, and goes through the origin, then you have a proportionality. So which line is proportional and why? So looking at these two lines, which line is straight? Both of them are straight. Okay, so that doesn't help me. Which line goes through the origin? The red line, center B. So which line is proportional? Center, oops, spelled that wrong. Center B, and why is proportional? 1, because it's a straight line. And 2, because it goes through the origin. Find the constant of proportionality or the unit rate. Explain what it means. Okay, so we're looking at the red line now. So we have these 3 points here. So this says the first number, 10, represents the number of guests. The 100 represents the cost. So again, we want the cost per guest. So it's the y value over the x value. Okay, so for the first one, we want y over x, which is the cost per guest. So for the first one, we have $100 per 10 guests is $10 per guest. Then we have $300 for 30 guests, and that is still 10. And then our last one is $500 for 50 guests, which is still 10. So what is our unit rate? 10. That's our constant of proportionality. And what does that mean? That means it costs $10 per guest. $10 per guest is what we are looking at for the constant of proportionality. And what does it mean? So make sure you explain what it means. Make sure we label. It's all about labeling in this chapter, ladies and gentlemen. All about labeling. Proportional relationships can also be described using equations of the form y equals kx. So y equals kx is a way that we show proportional. K is the constant ratio. I'm not sure why they use K, but that's just what they use. So K is the constant ratio or the constant proportionality. So K is the constant. I know why don't they use C, but they don't. They use K. So a circle's circumference is proportional to its diameter. So the circumference is proportional to its diameter. So circumference and diameter. Use the figure to find the constant of proportionality. Then write an equation relating the circumference of the circle to the diameter. What is the circumference of a circle with a 6-inch diameter? So a lot of stuff going on here. So first, we need to find the constant of proportionality. A circle's circumference is means equals. So we know that the circumference is equal to its diameter. But we have that constant of proportionality. So C equals KD. K stands again for that constant of proportionality. I need to find that constant rate. Okay, so what do we know in the picture? In the picture we have the circumference, so we're going to substitute now. So we're going to substitute 12.56 in for C. We don't know the constant because what is it saying? It says, here if I go back to my directions, it says find the constant of proportionality. So we need to find that. So K, we leave as K, times the diameter, which is 4. Now, how do we get rid of that? We divide by 4 on both sides. So 4 is gone. 12.56 divided by 4 is what we have to figure out, and we get 3.14. So the constant of proportionality is 3.14. So that's step number 1, is finding this constant of proportionality. So we found it. Okay, find the constant of proportionality. Found it. There's our constant. So constant of proportionality. All right, now, then write an equation relating the circumference of the circle to its diameter. So this equation here is just a general equation. We now have to take this and rewrite it up here. So the circumference would equal 3.14 times the diameter. And then any type of diameter that we have, we'll be able to find the circumference, because all we have to do is take the diameter of any circle, multiply it by 3.14, and we get the circumference. So that's step 2. So number 1 is done. Now, number 2 is done. I'll use orange. So orange, we says, then write an equation. So equation. So see how I'm stepping this together here. So 1 part, 2 parts. Now, the last part says, what is the circumference of a circle with a 6-inch diameter? So now we take C equals 3.14D, and now we want to substitute in 6 for D, so we get 3.14 times 6, and we get a circumference of 3.14 times 6, I believe is 18.84. Again, don't forget to label. This chapter is about labeling. 18.4 meters, and then I go back and I said, okay, did I answer the question? I'll use purple this time. Did I answer the question? It says, what is the circumference of a circle? We found the circumference 18.84 meters. So I have answered all 3 parts of my problem. Okay, so make sure, you guys really, I can't stress it enough, you need to read these questions and you need to make sure that you're answering all parts, because sometimes a question has more than 1 part.